everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints would love nothing more than to finish out today's game with a second notch in that win column. It's the Colts going up against the Saints.
Thank you very much, Larry. As usual, the streets of the nearby French Quarter are alive as we are in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the New Orleans Saints. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Let's go!
A first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
They're going to look to throw. Fights off the defender. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
and long. It's Luck. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'd say that qualifies as a pretty darn good opening series. Get them into 3rd and long, get them out of their comfort zone, and guess what? Get your crowd into it early, too.
The Colts send out their punter. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's Thomas. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Here we go now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Try to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami, ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed, speed, speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. Luck now to throw. And a reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he's brought down. Luck connecting with Moncrief for the Indianapolis first. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. This is Ajayi. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 38-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll fake it. Now Love. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 10 more there and another 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Here's Luck. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Colts pick it up. And he will score. touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's good to make it 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is knocked down from the side, right at the 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
After the interception, it's Love. Letting one go deep for the end. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now a first down throw. Lock. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now Love. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crawley. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Back to throw now on first down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. And Lambo, he missed it. He missed it left. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. Here's Ajayi. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Play action. It's locked. And this is going to be incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
First down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Second down following the incompletion.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
He'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Looking to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Here's Ryan Allen now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts are going to get it at the 20. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've had a very solid first half. And as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Seven yards to go on second down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Colts on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Luck. And able to find Dorsett. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. K.J. Wright in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. To throw on second down is Luck. Looking deep for Hilton. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Give him 30 yards there. Now they try the right side here. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
As they run the counter play. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The Colts on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be third and forever. Luck. Completes it to Moncrief left side. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And his kick here is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So a little fortunate there because that one was definitely leaking right.
Without a doubt. Maybe about the width of a football or so inside that right upright. But he got it to go.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. He spins free. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now running right through him. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They run with Ajayi. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Colts on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Locke. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Cook following the penalty. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get. Football back. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll begin the drive with a J. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Been rolling on the freeway, I've been riding 85. I've been thinking way too much, and I'm way too gonna drive. I got anger in my chest, I got millions on my mind, and you didn't fit the picture, so I guess you want the vibe.
LOV on my right leg, that's Gucci. Dig what I'm saying? LOV on my man, that's Gucci. Dig what I'm saying? Caught a little jet lag, but I'm golden.